Hi, my name is Lim Junhao. Welcome to my presentation, and today I would like to share to you my project called Stocktopus. Stocktopus is a stock analysis web application designed to help users with intuitive tools for understanding and analyzing stock market trends as well as making smart investment decisions. It also helps transform complex data into actionable insights. Besides, it provides users with an accessible and simple way to start analyzing stocks by simplifying complex data into an interactive and easy-to-use chart. Stocktopus is built entirely with HTML to create the structure framework of the application, CSS to create a clear and user-friendly interface with easy-to-use navigation, and JavaScript to create the function and features for the application. Besides, I also incorporate the Apex Charts library for interactive data visualization and the Alpha Vantage API for real stock market data. This application works well in different devices, whether it's in phone or computer. The main features of Stocktopus includes an interactive charts, annotation, indicators, zoom panel, and prediction. This further enhance the user's experience and help them in analyzing their stock. The name Stocktopus combines stock with octopus, which representing how the apps help users to get a good grip on stock market data with its multiple features, just like an octopus has many arms to grab things. So now, let us walk through and explore the interface. Alright, so this is the main page of Stocktopus. So first at the top, we can see there is a name of the application, Stocktopus. Then below the name, we can see there is a search stock function. In here, user can enter a stock symbol such as AAPL for Apple or TSLA for Tesla. Then when they click on the search button beside, the app will immediately fetch the latest historical data. A loader animation appears to indicate data is being fetched. If the stock symbol is invalid, then the system will display an error message. So below the search stock function, we can see there are some features like add annotation, indicators, and prediction. We will explore and use each of these features later. Now let us try to search for a stock symbol first. Okay, before we start, let us try to search for an invalid stock symbol and see what will happen. Alright, so let's say we simply enter some random words and then we search, see what will happen. Alright, so as we can see, the application will output an error message say that no data found, please check the symbol. And now we try to search again with a valid stock symbol. For example, we use AAPL and then we click on search button. So once valid data is fetched, the system will display an interactive candlestick chart showing the stock's data. So let's say we simply point at any candlestick or we point at any date. It will show the stock's daily open height, low and close price, and each candlestick and date will have different price. So besides, users can also zoom in or zoom out the chart by clicking on the plus or minus button at the top right of the chart. Or they can just scrolling their mouse to zoom in or zoom out. So they can examine specific time frames in detail. Besides, there is a panning function to allow users to move around with the chart. So we click on this panning function and then we can move around with the charts. Okay, if we zoom in and then we use this panning, then we can move around the chart. And then this home button means we can reset the zoom, go back to the original size, and then we can even download the chart, candlestick charts. Right, so below the chart there is the add notation function. Okay, this one is the add notation function. The user can mark their important event or notes directly on specific dates in the charts using the annotation input. So let's say we want to add a new annotation. So we type on the text box here. Let's say we simply type, and then we choose our date. Let's say May 20, and then we click on the add button. Okay, so we can see there is a red line appear in the candlestick chart showing the annotation that we add just now. Alright, so before we move on to the next function, let's see if I put the text box empty and I try to add notation again, we see what will happen. So let's say I leave this text area empty and then I just straight away to choose my date. Okay, and then we click on the add button, and now the system will output an error message say that please fill in both fields. Okay, so same if we type our annotation text but we didn't select our date, the system will also output the same error message. So let us try again. If I type something on here and then I leave the date here, I clear, and then we click add, and we can see it also output the error message say please fill in both fields. Alright, so next is the indicators function. This one is the indicator function. Users can toggle SMA, simple moving average, or EMA, exponential moving average indicators to better understand the trends. The SMA give equal weight to all prices, while the EMA give more weight to recent prices. So to show the SMA and EMA, we just need to click on the button. So let's say I want to go SMA and EMA, so I just click on both this button. This one is SMA and this one is EMA. Then we can see both of the indicators will appear at the candlestick chart with different colors, and below the charts it will clearly mention the price, the SMA and EMA. So if we want to disable the price or SMA or EMA, we can just click on the dots. Let's say I want to disable the SMA, so I click on the SMA dot and then it will disappear. Or let's say I want to disable the price, so I click on the price and then it will also disappear. Same if we want to enable again, just click again them. So I click on price, and then you can see it appears again at the candlestick chart. Same with the SMA, EMA also same. Okay, so last is the prediction function. The prediction function can generate a linear regression prediction to forecast potential price movement for the next 5 days. So it's the same. To enable the prediction, we can just click on the predict next 5-day buttons. Okay, so we click on the button and we see there is a red line here at the right side of the chart showing the prediction. The results show a predicted price and uptrend or downtrend indicator based on percentage change. The uptrend and downtrend indicators is shown at here under the prediction function. So this is the overall general operation and implementation of how the stock toppers works. And now I will demonstrate some code programming example. Alright, so now I already split my screen and on the left side is my application, and on the right side is my code, my CSS code. So my first code probing example is change the color. So let's say if I want to change the background color of this we call cut, okay, the square box. So in our code here, we go and find where is the background cut. Okay, is it here? So the default color is blue. So let's say we want to change to red color. Okay, so the hexa for red color is F43 F5E, and then we save our CSS file. Okay, after save, we refresh the page and see what will happen. So after refresh, as we can see, the cut is become red color all, and this demonstrates how easy it is to customize the app appearance. We just need to straight away change the color that we want. Okay, so we go back to the default color. Okay, alright, so next, let's say we want to change the font size of our application name. So we go to our CSS and find for H1, because this is the heading 1. So my heading 1 is at here, and below is the font size showing 3 rem. So 3 rems means 3 times of the font size. So let's say if the default font size is let's say 16px, so 3 rems means 3 times 16px, so means 48px. So let's say we want to change the font size of our application name. So let's say I change to 10. Okay, then we save the file, and then we see what will happen. So after refresh, we see the application name become very big as we change the font size. Okay, so we go back to normal. Okay, and let's say we want to change the tag alignment of our application name. So the default is center here. So if I change to left, okay, we save and we see what will happen. So the application name will go to the left side, or if you change to right and then we save, we see what will happen, and we see the application name will move to the right side. So that's all for my demonstrating code probing example. So in conclusion, for my stock web analysis application, the Stock Topaz provides a clean, intuitive interface for stock analysis with core functionality, including interactive charts, technical indicators, and basic prediction capabilities. For my future works and improvement, I will consider to add more technical indicators such as MACD and RSI, and I also want to implement comparison features to analyze multiple stocks in the same time, and I hope to add more advanced prediction algorithms with more information, and last, I want to add news and market sentiment analysis to let my application become more informative and comprehensive. So this application currently meets all the requirements while demonstrating good coding practices, error handling, and responsive design. Alright, that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.